Today we'll be going over a few of these effects in Rob49's music video. This video request was from one of our subscribers, Tony Highstepper. All of these effects you can accomplish for free in Final Cut Pro, so if you're interested, stay tuned. On the screen is our website, www.b3-studios.com, where you can find plenty of Final Cut Pro presets. Some are free and some you have to pay for, but go check out the site. Presets that you can use in your everyday Final Cut Pro workflow. Now let's get right into the video for today. Okay, for our first effect, we have, it's kind of like a masking effect. We are going to duplicate this clip. So hold Option and drag up to create a duplicate of this clip. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna disable the bottom clip, so press V. And now we're going to apply our magnetic mask to the top clip. And we're just gonna click on our subject. Just make sure you get an accurate mask of this. So whatever you're not using, just delete. So I'm holding Option to have this minus sign come up to delete anything that I don't want. And now we can analyze this. So once you're done analyzing, you can hit done right here. And this is gonna create a mask. Let's go through the mask. So this is not perfect. You see there's a little bit of stuff in the background here. If you wanna remove this, you can. Just take your time, but this is just a tutorial of me going through it and kind of showing you how to do it. So now that we have our mask, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna kind of customize our mask. So we're going to go to comic looks here, and you can choose any one of these. I'm just gonna choose the comic basic. And you do that, and I'm just gonna make adjustments on how I would like this to look. So I'm just gonna increase the ink edges. Just make a couple of slight adjustments here. Increase the ink field. And I'm just gonna add one more sharpening tool to kind of make this look sharper. So I'm gonna add that onto our top clip. And I'm just gonna increase the amount of sharpness to make it look more cartoonish. And now what we're gonna do is we are going to create about 2 or 3 duplicates of this mask clip. So 1, 2, 3 duplicates. And now once we're done, we are going to bring all of these to the bottom. So all of these that we duplicated, we're gonna bring to the bottom of our disabled clip. So let me zoom out here so we can see what's going on. So now we are going to enable our top clip. We're just gonna create a little gap in between so we can kind of see what's going on behind. So I created a gap here, created a gap here, small gap here, and a small gap here. And we're just gonna cut these all off at the same time. Sorry about the background noise. We're going to magnetic mask the clip that we haven't magnetic masked yet, okay? So take this top clip, go to the magnetic mask again. And we're gonna do the exact same thing. Get the subject that you want. Remove everything that you don't want. And we're gonna analyze again. Now we have our magnetic clip here. So now you see the effect is starting to take place. But what we're gonna do here, which is very important, we're gonna get our top clip, duplicate this clip, bring it all the way to the bottom, and remove the magnetic mask from it, okay? Now this is what brings the effect alive here. So as you can see, the effect is coming into play now. And like I said, you can make adjustments according to what you want to do. I can kind of switch it up here, kind of decrease the size of these. Just make adjustments on kind of how you would want it. Now we should have our full effect. And guys, you can get creative with this. I just use the comic effect, but you can use any effect. You can pixelate this. You can change the colors of these. You can get really creative with this. So use your creativity. This is just a reference point for you to learn from and kind of do it your own way. Okay, for our second effect, we're going to go over the kind of locked on stabilization effect of the hydraulics car. I got another clip of a car doing hydraulics, so we can kind of try to mimic the same thing that was in the music video. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go to our scale here, and we're gonna press -130 to flip this upside down. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna create a duplicate of this. So hold Option and drag up and just put this duplicate right beside this clip. And what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna click on our clip, and we are going to find trackers right here. And whatever your object is, just try to fit this tracker to that. So I want to kind of fit the tracker to the grill of this car. And once you finally have that, you want to analyze your clip here. So we're gonna analyze and kind of scrub through to see if your tracker tracked it well. And this looks pretty good to me. Looks like it's tracked pretty well. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to bring this top clip up here. I'm going to click on this transform icon here. Go on this drop down right here next to tracker. Hit this tracker field here and go to object track, which is what we just tracked. And that should flip your footage upside right. Give it that motion that we are looking for. So this is not completely aligned. So what we're gonna do here is we are going to align this properly. So I'm just gonna drag to where this is showing the front of the grill, kind of like this. And here you pretty much have your effect. You can zoom in more if you want. But I think this is good enough for me right here. So this is another way to kind of mimic what they did in the Rob49 music video. Okay, so for our next effect, they had like a night vision effect going on throughout the video. And I'm gonna show you two ways how to do this. I'm gonna show you a free way, and I'm gonna show you a paid way to do this. So we're gonna start off with the free way. So I'm gonna leave a link of this adjustment layer in the description, and this is completely 100% free. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drag the adjustment layer onto your clip or onto the length of the clip that you want to adjust. So let's just go to about right here. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just click on my adjustment layer, and I'm gonna go to this triangle right here, which is the color inspector. And I am going to go to color board, and I'm gonna go to color. And now, since we want a night vision kind of effect, I'm just gonna make this green. gonna put all of these kind of wheels to a kind of neon green effect. And it's your preference, you can go anywhere you want. And I'm gonna just adjust the saturation a little bit just to make it look aesthetically pleasing how you want it. You can just adjust it how you want. I'm just gonna try to make it look as best as possible. Okay, I think this looks pretty good. And now once you're satisfied with what you have, we're gonna add some film grain. So let's type in film grain here. We're just gonna put that on our overlay as well. On our adjustment layer as well. Once we get that, we're gonna go back to our video inspector. And here's the film grain here. So we just wanna go to realistic grain. And now we can see that the realistic grain is popping up. And as we scroll through, a pretty good night vision effect for free here in Final Cut Pro. Like I said, you can mess around with the color even more to get a more realistic view. Here is the second way to do this night vision effect, and I will leave a link for this preset in the description. This is a more realistic and more industry standard look. This is the night vision enhanced effect. So I'm just gonna drag this and drop this on my clip. And as you can see, this is very authentic, looks very good. You have a lot of parameters here that you can kind of adjust. If you don't want this kind of circle here, this kind of makes it look cool and night vision-y, like it was shot on an authentic camera. But if you don't want that, you can kind of scale up or down to get rid of that. And let's just play this back just to see how it looks. So yeah, this looks super realistic. Like I said, the link for this is in the description. And you can just change the parameters here, anything that you want here, make your adjustments. It's totally up to you. Yeah, so that's the other effect. So our last effect that we're gonna go over is kind of like a white transition or like a shutter seamless transition. And they did this throughout the video as well. And there's two ways to achieve this. One is in camera by lowering your shutter speed. You can research that. There's plenty of videos on YouTube on how you can perform that in camera. But since we weren't on set and we need to do this in post-production, I'm gonna show you a way how to achieve this if you weren't on set and you just need to edit your video. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna put this on a bigger screen or like a monitor or a TV or anything, or you can still use your computer, but just be careful on how you do it. I'm just gonna take my phone and kind of put it in this motion while it's on like a scene that I like, that I think will work for this transition. And I just rotate my phone back and forth like that just to get a couple of different transitions that I like and just implement it within my timeline. Okay, so now that we have our clip, we can drag it into our timeline. And we can just expand it and see the best part that we want to use. Kind of like this right here. So I'm just gonna use this small part here. So you can try to fit this in any part of your scene, but just try to make sure it matches the scene before so it looks pretty seamless. So I'm just gonna stick it right in between here. See, that looks pretty good right here. Seamless transition for free here in Final Cut Pro. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content just like this. If you have any questions or comments or want me to elaborate on any more effects, please comment below, and I will be sure to do so. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you.